All right, Chief Meteorologist Matt Zaffino joins us now. Matt, people want to make plans for the weekend, but a river of moisture is heading this way.
That's true. It literally is a river in the atmosphere. I'll explain that in a minute. Start you out with the water vapor imagery. Where it's white or you see the blue and the green, that's where the atmosphere is just totally juiced up with moisture. Now, this imagery is from the satellite, okay? And it's basically showing us the amount of moisture in the upper part of the atmosphere. But atmospheric rivers are lower than that. They're down around 5,000 to 10,000 feet, and they are similar to an actual river that flows on the ground, right? Except it is a long, narrow, continuous band of moisture in the atmosphere. So that is the big difference. This is up in the sky. So how do they work? Well, here's how they work. Basically, it's not just the fact that there's this river of moisture across the ocean. What happens is you get this band of water vapor, which is anywhere from 200 to 400 miles wide. Oftentimes, though, the focus of the heavy rain is a lot narrower than that. Moves inland, and the mountains that it hits here on the west coast force all that moisture to rise. That, of course, causes condensation, producing rain. If it's cold enough, snow, but these are usually big rain events. And depending on how long they last, they can produce heavy rain, and they can be detrimental, but oftentimes they're beneficial. In fact, some studies have shown, Blair, that about 80% of the rainfall that California gets in any given year is due to atmospheric rivers. And a good percentage of ours here in Oregon also come with atmospheric rivers. Now, there's a scale to these, okay? Now, on the bottom, it's how long they last. 24 hours, 2 days, 72 hours, 3 days. On this side, on the vertical scale, it's the amount of moisture that they contain. I won't go to the sides of that because it gets kind of wonky, but it's integrated vertical transport of moisture, which is what we measure. One of the things we measure to guide these. But if you put it on a scale, 5 is exceptional, 1 is weak. This one coming our way this weekend is about a 4, which means it's categorized as extreme, and it's more kind of the middle end of extreme, not super extreme. So this will largely be beneficial to our water supply. And you can see where this comes from. Way down in the deep tropics of not even near Hawaii. Hawaii's way over here. This is originating down here in the southwestern Pacific, which is just a very moisture-rich area of the entire planet. And it gets all the way across the ocean, and it's aimed right here at the northwest. See how narrow it is right there?
Yeah. Yeah.
So some areas will just get absolutely hammered with heavy rainfall. Which areas might those be, you wonder? Well, for the valleys here, probably 2 to 3 inches of rain, which is significant. And this is basically from tomorrow into Monday, and even a little bit on Tuesday. But the South Coast, that's 6.5 inches of rain at Brookings. Mount Hood will probably see 3-4 inches of rain. So this is significant rainfall coming our way. It goes over a couple of days, so hopefully it's not too condensed. We're not expecting, believe it or not, any widespread flooding, but we'll keep an eye on the rivers. We've got a weather impact alert for Sunday into Monday morning. I don't really expect much rain at all tomorrow. The heaviest rain will be Sunday and Sunday night, and then into Monday morning. So look out for flooded intersections, low spots on the roadways, areas with poor drainage. All of those areas may get flooded on Sunday and Sunday night right here in Portland and in the Valley. But up in the Coast Range and the Cascades, especially old wildfire burn scars where there's no vegetation.
Good point.
Yeah, we could get mudslides and landslides in those areas. So we'll be watching those. And it is going to rain at the ski areas too, which is a bit unfortunate. Do you want some good news, though, after all that?
Please,
okay.
Yes. And it's Friday. Good news, please.
Yeah, so look at the end of the 7-day forecast. Beginning on Wednesday, we've got sunshine. We're in the 60s Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Okay.
Right? Our warmest weather of the year. A little spring preview for you.
I love that. Matt, thanks so much. And stick with us. We're back right after this.